Welcome back to Pops and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV Saxony. Still going for our custom nation achievement. Custom nation? No. Custom achievement, which we've got the Saxon Federation, where we have to have 75 princes in the Holy Roman Empire, so Voltaire's nightmare for those who know their EU4 achievements. But we also have a ton of rules about our expansion. We, as I love to point out, we're not very good at increasing the number of princes. But we have been doing quite a few things to reduce the reduction, if that's a thing you can say. And I think that's the big one. We're about to do a lot more about that. We're going to punch the Austrians. It's going to punch them hard. They have a bunch of land that should not be theirs. I hope I haven't already lost cores in there, but some cores are about to be lost. January 25, so we have 20 years to get this war done. And mainly make sure that we release the people that need releasing. Then we take a bit of land, like a little Saxon province or two. Maybe a gold mine. Who knows? Who knows? It's not a very good gold mine though. Wow. Must have depleted already. 2 seems low. Anyway. The Austrians are currently in a war on the side of their ally, the Swedes, or their former ally, the Swedes. I don't remember how or why that alliance died, but they're no longer allied. Oh yes, because the Swedes got attacked by Russia. I feel very good about declaring this war. The one problem, no, but problem is a strong word. The one possibly problematic thing is that I really want to call in the French. Maybe I don't need to call in the French, but I have the French, and the French are very useful. And I think we have decent amounts of favors for them also, yeah, so we should really use that before we go to war with them. It's inevitable, right? So I want to declare war on the French. The issue with that is not on the French, with the French, call them into our war. The issue is that then we have 2 great powers on our side of the war, us and the French, and only one on the other side, Austria, which means technically other great powers can intervene. The worst of which would be Mr. Ottoman here. Now, Mr. Ottoman likes me. I hope that is a factor. He also does not like Austria, which is hopefully also a factor. But he also hates the French. So, let's see what Mustafa here is going to do to us. Alternatives are Castilians, which wouldn't be nice. It would essentially stalemate the French, but it would probably be okay. And the British, which would be fine. I don't think that would be a problem. And Russia is at war, so I'm not super afraid of that happening. And the Mamluks, yeah, whatever. So it's really Mr. O here. The big O, that might be a problem. But we'll see, right? I think with the French on our side, we are okay, even if they do that. But I really don't want that to happen. Now, my armies are sort of in place. Bunch of land here is occupied by Pomerania. By the way, another reason for this war is that Pomerania is currently under attack by those... by that Austrian-Swedish alliance, and if we can hurt the the Austrians so much that the Swedes get under pressure, then maybe we can save Pomerania there and don't have to take it back later. Anyway, I think we just go and see where we go from here afterwards, right? Whatever could go wrong. Declare war, call in Mr. Frenchman. Now the Poles wanted to come in earlier, now they don't. They have a bit of a rebel problem. If that wasn't a thing, we could probably call them in. If this fixed itself, or if they fix this while we're at war, we might still be able to call them in. If not, then not. It should probably be fine. And we're going to use Cleansing of Heresy to get that sweet expansion reduction and bonus prestige. Not that we need the bonus prestige. I don't think I want to make anybody co-belligerent. Hungary is allied to Austria and Lüneburg, so that's not... Not that fighting Lüneburg would be a problem, but why, right? It's like we're taking Hungarian land. Naples is allied to Florence, same difference. And then who's number 3? Luca. Right. Luca, whatever. Should he be around here? Aren't you Luca? You're Luca. Yeah, we'll call him Savoy. I'm not interested in calling in more people, especially for no reason at all here. I'm just going to declare conquest, cleansing heresy, not conquest, and call in the French. And hit the go button? I think so. Now, oof. Usually I select an army before I start the... Oh, hello, Mr. Austria there. Before I start the campaign, or the recording. Do I want to fight these Austrians? And do I want to do it in Erz? I think the answer is yes, right? Just have them log in and then punch them. They have a pretty cruddy general. We might get a river crossing penalty, but I believe our generals are just way better. You're arriving on the 6th of December, you would be there on the 30th of November, so let's not send those guys yet. Well, you're actually getting away, that's... don't like that. Second... we could probably catch him by doing... not by doing that, but by doing this. Don't love it. 1st of December, 6th of December. Two reasons I don't love it. One is we're sending our weaker stack. The other is we're not going to get morale, our morale back. Because we're forced marching. Let's not do that. Let's have these Austrians decide to come back or something, and then maybe just, or they just leave. Leaving is fine. I can live with you being gone, Mr. Austria. These guys, though, in Oberlausitz, yeah, they need to die. Now, there's an Austrian stack somewhere. But they are... well, I hope they're not here. Let's go to a minimal siege stack for Pilsen. Pilsen shouldn't need too much. Are you a siege guy? You are a very good siege guy. I'm leaving 10 infantry and only 8 cannons. For the simple reason that I want 2 more cannons on that battle as soon as I can to get the full siege bonus. Are you any cannons? You are. Cool. There comes the backup. They're actually really quick at that. Yeah, this might have been a mistake. We may or may not have to run from this. Nobody has responded or intervened yet. Do I send you in? I think I do. Question. It's a bit too. Do I pour more stuff in here, right? And running this guy with forced march is going to be a bit expensive, middle-wise. But I think it's important that we don't lose this battle. Do I do anything about this siege? I could go to absolute min siege stack size, just to pour in more. More troops. Yeah, let's do it. I don't want to lose that battle. We almost got there. If we had done this one day earlier, then we would have gotten the terrain advantage here. I will not renew my influence on Lüneburg, I don't think. But I will have beaten the Austrians here. Pretty painful. Well, pretty painful. Actually, not that painful at all. Wow, they had mostly cannons. I didn't realize that at all. Yeah, okay, that was a good fight. Never mind. Now, we have those 7 cannons somewhere, right? Isn't one of you 7 cannons? You. I want 2 of you to go there. And I want the 8 infantry, I believe, to go there. Not forced marching, just going there. The rest of you merge up. And then it's extremely unlikely that we get to... this is tough. It's extremely unlikely that we get to catch this stack. Oh, hello. More Austrians. With those guys being there, I think I wanna get a move on over here. Be somewhat ready to deal with whatever offense they're gonna send at us. Now, I don't think Pomerania is going to lose the war immediately because they have tons of friends, right? Yeah, it's only minus 20. But being fully occupied is going to put them at 100% war score, negative war score, relatively soon. Which we need to avoid, right? Man, I hate that our color is essentially the same as the Austrian one here. Siege on Prague, sure. Now, where did that Austrian stack go? I saw you. Maybe they're going to France, which would be fine. Well, the Frenchmen anyway. Oh, there they are. It's not that many Frenchmen. How about they're sending mines too? It's kind of sweet. Dutch separatists in Castile, but also in Brabant. Not the biggest fan of that. But hey, there's Hungary. So very Hungary. What's this? Military access from Moldavia. Sure. Come on in, Moldavia. Start taking some land here. Take control of Pilsen, and then I think I go straight for Wien. This is a show superiority war. So what we really need to do for war score is battles. But taking forts is never bad. And if you want to take land, then taking the fort is even essential. They're kind of collecting their stuff over here, which I'm not a fan of. You're not in the war against the Russians, right? No, that broke the alliance. The Russians are starting to eat up the Swedes, which I guess is nice. This campaign is full of neighbors that we don't want to grow fighting each other, and one of them winning, obviously. And me not being happy with it. What are you doing here? You're going to Linz. Don't like it. Fighting some Hessians. Right, there are more people in this war than just us. Well, in this war, there are also more people in this war, but mostly there are more people in that other war the Austrians are fighting. The one that the Swedes started. That's a lot of Austrians they're throwing at the poor Hessians. Don't love that. Probably can't catch you. This... What about that? Oh, thank you, France. Is it France? No, it's Mainz and the Toots. I know I'm set to attach, but fine. Let's move over here and try to deal with those people. Give you some sort of leader. And then here comes the attack. Doesn't really look like an attack to me. I'm just trying to let them run in, lock in. I'd rather have my 2.9k fight their 1k than having the big stack come in, obviously. And our guys were more than a match for what those people sent at us. Nice. And we lost Linz because of... I don't even know why. Did I not have control of Linz? We lost Linz. Thought it was a fort, but there's really no fort here that could have done that. So probably not. I think I'm gonna go to Ostmark. I don't want to battle in Ostmark. Ooh, are you offering me a battle somewhere? Landshut is farmlands and that's grasslands in Straubing, but we can't get there because of Wien. I think I won't continue before I have Pilsen. It's too risky. Naples sending some troops. This I don't love. I mean, my guys are on the way, but they're taking the good time. And they are at 21% on my subject's capital. It's going to be easy to take back. That won't be the issue, but not awesome. It's Friday evening, by the way. Drinking some beer, which is actually from here. Yeah, pretty much straight from Stralsund, so from this city. I do believe. Not that I'm either paid for nor interested in making advertising for them. So I'm not going to actually name the company, but I like the beer. And maybe that's good enough. You guys, get in there. It's actually a bad battle. Why is this so bad? Yeah, I know we're attacking over a river, but it shouldn't be this bad. Give me a look. What's going on here? They have a morale advantage. Golden era. They saved that. Slightly behind on discipline and therefore tactics. We have the cannons. Were they outflanking us? No. Yeah, I don't know. Must have just rolled badly early on. And in the end, we lost 5 and they lost 6 or 7. Yeah. Oh, this is bad though. In my eagerness to send some people as backup, I even knew these guys were going to Landshut. I know that they're now trying to run away from my stack. I mean, they're trying to run away from the big stack, obviously, but still looks funny. I hope I can get in there before the... probably won't be able to. Don't like the idea of a stack wipe there. If we could please not have that happen. Didn't. Starting out at a big disadvantage now, though, of course. Don't think I'm punched enough here to take the thing. Yeah, we still won this. And we still killed more than we lost, even though we got caught. And the other battle also went our way. We lost a lot of troops, to be fair. But we sent the Hungarians packing, which is all that counts. Württemberg and Anhalt are taking back Pomerania. Everything's coming up mid-house this way. I do like it. I would siege down Posen here, but somebody else is already doing it. I don't know if going for something like Semlin is a good choice. It seems risky. I think I'd rather have my troops as backup where I can actually move, where I'm not restricted by forts. Shift consolidate, grab all the zeros, and send them home to recuperate. Because I've discussed this before, or told you this before, but you have a reduction to recovery of troops in foreign territory. This is mitigated by maneuvers, so if your general has more maneuver, then it's easier. But you need 5 maneuver to get to the same, what is it, 50, same 100%, so to get to 100% essentially. Also you need a brain to make proper siege stacks, and I clearly don't have that. So if you have troops that are recovering and you want to recover quickly, it's usually best, unless you have a 5 maneuver general to spare, just send them home, have them recover. Now we don't have the manpower to actually have them recover, so we need to do something about that, and the answer to all manpower problems is this button. Whoop. What manpower problems? Yeah, of course we're losing our professionalism, which makes us slightly weaker at fighting. But, and of course we won't have that button later. So it's not, we're not gaining manpower this way as much as tapping a second pool of manpower that we have lying around. And I think at war you do that, right? You spend your first pool of manpower, so why not spend your second, essentially. Gain innovativeness for 20 prestige. Ooh. Ooh, I like both of these. No, actually, I just like this one. We have a million prestige. We're gonna get more out of this war, so losing the 20 is absolutely fine. Gaining 10 does nothing, literal nothing, because we're almost capped. Legitimacy is what I like here, but we're decent now. Yeah, let them talk. Gain that innovativeness, reduce our costs, and yeah. I didn't put my guys on go home at war, apparently, which is fine right now. We have naval superiority, as odd as that is. But I didn't think about it, and that's bad. Should definitely have considered my votes. I mean, obviously, if the Swedes were in this war, this would be absolutely essential. As it is, it's just good, or would just be good, to have thought about it, but it's not essential. Naples with the siege. And here comes Naples with the siege, and it's a dud. Do these Austrians... These Austrians are attacking into Pilsen, where they're gonna have defensive advantage, So they would get river crossing, assuming that there is a river here. To Sternberg? No, no river to Sternberg. So since it's farmlands, we could take this battle. We have a bad general here, but we could fix that, right? We could have 4-2 guy here. It's not that much better, but it's better. He's better. It the general. We have the numbers, but mostly from our friends, and we have no guns. These guys do have guns, right? Yeah. We'd outflank them, and they'd be slightly hurt from fighting Münster. I think I take it? I'm not sure this is correct. But yeah, we're also going to get a recovery tick. I'm going to go for it. There's a good chance we're going to arrive in such a way that, because these guys are still battling, we should hopefully arrive before the battle ends, which would in turn allow our friends to arrive in time as well. Which would be great, so we're not outnumbered early on. Wait, did we join that battle? Or did the battle end the moment? No, Münster's still here. Why did it join this battle? What? Huh. Is this how this always worked? Am I dumb? I thought it would wait until we're done. If you have 2 enemy parties fighting and you join, then it definitely waits for whoever is gonna win. But apparently if only one of them is an enemy, you get to go in there? Huh. Can I see how many of them are Saxon losses? No. I always look for this. I can never see it. I always feel like there should be a thing here. But I think it's only at the end of the war, right? That you get to do that. Now this is a Münsteranian siege, so I don't actually care. I don't think I can catch you in Sternberg. I cannot. Question is, do we use this timing and go east? Put some pressure on these people. I think I do. Take my friends, but take my... Oh, that was paused. Take these guys and set them to back up my siege of Wien again. And then... yeah, maybe. Come on, give me Wien. This is scary. If these guys don't run very far, we might be outnumbered down there on Wien, which is luckily farmlands, which is not the simplest thing to find in freaking Austria, which is all hills everywhere, but it is. As most capitals are. It's really rare that you have, ooh, not like this. Bunch of Swedes. What a bunch of Swedes. And if I went in there, I would certainly wait, right? I think I'm gonna give it a go. Might not arrive in time, but I wouldn't mind picking up these Austrians. But they're getting away, which is... no, they're not, because they really want to pick up Anhalt, which is their prerogative, but they're also gonna die for that. And we're catching some guys. Even nicer. Pop. Just one guy, still. A catch is a catch is a catch. These guys have mostly recovered by now. I could use them to... yeah, I'm gonna send some pressure over to those Dutch. Just make sure they're not gonna rise up. And this should be an okay battle. Yep. Stacked and white. Now, unfortunately, this Swedish-Austrian attack, stopped the German alliance once again from taking Danzig, which is just not fair. Do I go this way? I feel like I'm going this way. And I'm probably sending this stack to deal with these errant Lukens. What's a Luken anyway? Am I though? Let's go to Ostmark. Start. Because there are 17,000 Hungarians on the way. 17,000 hungry people. And there's Wien. Excellent. We do have ticking war score because we already have more than 10... what is it? 10 war score from battles? Doesn't say right now, right? I think it's 10. We have 32, so big numbers. Now we could just piece out the Hungarians separately, and maybe that's good. What would I want to do to Hungary? I'd really want them to be alive, to be some sort of bulwark against the Ottoman. Do they own any? No, there's no cool land in there that we can release. I mean, there are miners that can be released. I still don't know how I could get them into the HRE after releasing them, or if that's even possible. Although I would like it. I would like it. Yeah, let's just take Trenčín here and take Canton. Maybe just take Pest. Or Pest. I don't know. Hello. Actually, I thought this would be great, but actually mines got caught and now they're dying because I was indecisive. Didn't decide in time to go back. You're going to Königgrätz. I'm gonna also run over here. Just make sure the Hungarians don't get any ideas. Which they shouldn't, but I mean, you should never get any ideas. Where are those French? Speaking of French. Not that I have, but... Okay, there's somebody sieging down the Nepalese. That's nice. That's gonna give me that separate piece. We're just gonna take a bunch of people out here. That would actually be awesome. Can I already do that? Are you already willing to peace out? No. No, you're not. But once they lose Naples to the French, they're just toast. So that would be sweet. Especially if it happens before they take my Saudi's capital. What are the rest of my troops doing? I guess we take mines along and then threaten the Nepalese up here. Just slow them down. Same thing up here. I don't need to take a million battles. I just need them to be slowed. Until we can just grab whatever we need. Yeah, it's... They're working on that siege though. Oh, Poland now declaring war on Sweden? Yeah. There goes the Swede. Is that a battle I want? They have one maneuver, so I will get military river crossing thingy bonus. Also under manpower again. Let's go and find a solution. Click. Yeah, this is costly manpower-wise. We went into the war already bad on manpower, and that didn't improve. I think I do take the battle. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh no. These guys... The reason I'm a bit afraid is that these guys might come in time, but it doesn't look like that's happening. Nope. Lost 3, killed 6. Good enough. Although most of those people were my own, which is obviously not something good. What about these guys? Can't catch Naples over here, unfortunately. That would have been very sweet. Sometimes they do run away weirdly. Most of the time they run away very far and behind a fort and you can't catch them and they recover and come back. But sometimes they do things that are a little less logical. Which is, you know, good. Let's leave a guy here. See if we can't handle these Hungarians a bit. Won the siege of Pest. Hey Pest, do you want peace? No, they don't want peace quite yet. But they're very close. I could just carpet them and they should be leaving. Maybe that's a good way to go here. How about Naples? We still haven't taken Napoli, but it's super close. And then everything is great, I guess. Aachen, sure. Lithuania, sure. Battle those Swedes. Sweet. There's Napoli. So I assume Naples is very willing to leave now. They are. We have some war score too. And we have 29 reasons. Could even take land down here. Oh, I am such a greedy person. But I mean, Siena really should be part of the HRE, right? Could release Siena too. Again, I wouldn't know how to put them into the HRE. I really need to read up on that in between episodes. You know what? Since this is the end of an episode, why don't I just do that? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. And if you have anything to say, comment section is right there for you to use. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.